Hi, welcome to an Autodesk Fusion 360 video tutorial. I want to do the exhaust manifold, which I did before in the other programs. So let's start with a sketch, maybe on that plane. And this could look something like this. Okay, make it tangent. And make this line horizontal aligned. Now give it some dimensions. This should be 50. That distance should be 100. And that distance should be 55. Stop the sketch. Another one on that plane. Okay. Make these two tangent. Give it dimensions by pressing D for dimension. This should be 80. Okay. This should be 100. And this distance should be, let's check it out, it should be 115 plus 82 plus 82. And stop sketch. Sorry, I want this line to be for construction only, because I will go for a loft version of this exhaust manifold. Okay. Now I want to create a 3D curve, and that's a little bit strange in this program, but it works. So you go for this command, which you will find right here down below. Okay, and you first have to select a plane. That's kind of odd to select a plane, but it's a sort of 3D sketch, and therefore this program needs a plane. So choose a plane, and next odd thing is you have to select the parts of the curve manually and one by one, step for step. So let's start maybe with this one, and there you can select both parts of the curve, confirm. Then I need this single little piece over here, this one, select that part, confirm, and the rest might be this and that should do it. Yep. Now let's hide these both sketches, and I can do a loft with a center line right here. Stop the sketch. I need 2 more sketches, so let's go. I will create some planes. I need one right here. Distance should be 0 because it's the beginning of the curve, and another one right here, and again it's at the beginning regarding this direction. No, sorry, in this case I want it at the other end. Okay, now let's draw a circle right on that plane. This should be 54 diameter. And stop sketch. And on the other plane, which is a little bit small but it's still there, again a circle, and diameter should be not 40, but I think it's 42. Yeah, 42. 44, sorry. 44. And confirm. Stop the sketch. Now I want to do a loft with a center line. So go for loft. First select the center line because it's easier to select if nothing else is in the way. So go to center line and select these two parts of that curve. Now let's select the profiles. Usually start with the smaller one and add the bigger one, and you got this nice loft. Let's take a look. Yep, and confirm. Now I want to make a pattern, and I need another extrude. Therefore I will need this sketch again. I will go for extrude with that sketch in this direction. Let's try to, well, it's not possible, so I need to object, and that's a plane, that's this plane, and make it a new body. Okay, now let's make the pattern. Pattern, rectangular pattern. I want to pattern a body, this body. The direction should be this one. 3 instances, and the distance should be 84. Nope. It should be minus 164. And confirm. Okay, now let's unite those bodies. Combine body 1, 2, 3, 4. Confirm. Maybe hide this sketch, and now I can make a shell. So let's go to modify shell, and I want to remove this face, that face, that face, and this face, and inside thickness should be 2 mm. So this didn't work. Let's try 1 millimeter. This works. Okay, fine. Then I need another sketch on this plane, and this should be a triangle, yes. Okay, and all the sides should be equal. Maybe like this, and add some dimensions. Make it 100. Aligned. And I need a circle. Let's take a 3-point circle. One, 2, and 3. Make this a construction line. This one as well, and this one, and the center should be right here. Oh yeah, I did it the wrong way. I wanted this to be normal and the circle should be for construction only. And let's make this 110. Yeah. And then I need an angle. So go for a dimension. And let's see. I would need a reference line, so I will project, include the z-axis. Oh, that's the wrong one, so take the y-axis, yes. And give it a dimension. And this might be first rotate it a little bit. Okay, and the angle should be here, 15 degrees to that projected line. Okay, I could already draw a circle. No, I will do it as close to the rules as possible. So let's make an extrude with that sketch. the other way around, and it should be, no, it's this way, and it's not a cut, but it's a join, and it's 10 millimeter. Okay, let's make some fillets. This angle, edge this and that, and this should be 10. So I missed one. Okay. Then I want to make a hole. Right there. Move this onto the center point, and the depth should be 10, and diameter should be 52, I suppose. And confirm. Yes, looks nice. Then I need some more holes, or at least one. Move this right over here. Depth should be 10. Yes, diameter should be 10. Confirm. Now make a circular pattern. Circular pattern, and I want to pattern a feature. Yes, I want to pattern this hole, and the axis should be that axis. 3 full circle. Okay. Now let's take a look at plane 2. I want to have a sketch on that plane, and this should look something like this. Let's make sort of center line. Okay, this should be for construction purpose only. And it should be vertically aligned. Okay. This should be horizontal. It's already horizontal in this one as well. Now make it symmetric. This line and that line should be symmetric to this one. It says it's over constrained. Let's take a look. That's okay. Give it some dimensions. This should be 64.5, and let's include geometry. this one, this one, and this one. Add some dimensions, distance, check if we can catch the center point. No. But I could take this as reference and make this 6.5 divided by 2. Nice. And let's add some fillets in the sketch. Let's make this 10. And I missed one. So another fillet right here. Also 10. And give it some more dimensions from that center point to that center point, which might be 254. And between this one and that one, which might be 210, and seems it's not symmetric. Check it. Make this one and that one symmetric to that line. Oh yeah. And this one, that one symmetric to this one. And now I need another dimension from that point to that line, and this should be 82. This seems to be okay. Now stop the sketch, make an extrude. The other way around, so it's -10. Now I noticed I made a small mistake. I want this plane to be some 10 millimeters away with an offset from the one which I have chosen. So let's try to modify this. I need another plane, but I need it before I do the sketch and extrude. So I need a plane with an offset from plane 2, and this should be -10. So that's the small one right here. Tiny small little plane, and I would like, oh, yeah, I don't need it. I don't need that plane. Just realized because I have another option here. So I will delete this plane and will change this one and make this one with an offset plane. That's -10 as well. Yeah. Now I have to close these gaps. And maybe this gap is only 5 millimeters. So let's change this to -5. And let's do a sketch. Or could I use the same sketch? No, not really, only if I would go for surfaces and want to do this completely as solid. So I will make a new sketch. Doesn't matter. So let's go for another sketch on that tiny little plane. And slice the sketch. And just project this edge, that edge, and that edge. Oh, I need only one. I don't. Yeah, I could do it with 3, it doesn't matter. It's not quite my style, but it would go a little bit faster. Okay, so let's stop the sketch and make an extrude with this sketch. One profile, 2 profiles, 3 profiles, make it 5, that's -5, and okay. So this should be a new body. Okay, and now I could shell them. Let's hide this one and make shell, modify shell 1, 2, 1 millimeter. Another shell, again 1 millimeter. Okay, and another shell, show this body and combine all those bodies. Go to modify, combine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, confirm. Now let's add some more holes. So go for a hole on this plane. It should be possible to use this one. And yeah, that's only for one. Maybe I can pattern this. No. So I should make a sketch. So go for a sketch on that surface and let's see if I can catch or snap on the points. Yep. There it is. One. I don't want this one. This is the next one. Next one. And maybe we can catch. No, nothing to catch. So I need 1 point over here. Maybe like this one, and it's almost like AutoCAD. Yeah, give it some dimensions, and I need a center line, then I could make it symmetric. So go for a line. Somewhere. Just put it right inside, make it for construction purpose only, make it vertical aligned. Okay, now let's make it symmetric. Yes, and I need not a full constraint sketch, so give it just some dimensions. This might be 85. And now align these points. So this should be already aligned. Let's check. Yes, it was. And these 2 points, as I said, yeah, let's align them. Then I will get a fully constrained sketch. So, okay, this point and that point, and this point and that point, and this point and this one. Yes, this should be full constraint. Now let's stop the sketch and make some holes. Okay. Diameter should be, distance should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 10, 10, 10. That's okay, and confirm. And I'm done. So, a little bit rough, a little bit edgy, but please remember, I think I used this program for the 4th time, and I think it's quite okay. It's easy to use, and you will, like me, get better with every exercise. See you to the next one. Bye bye.